You are listening to the audio production of The Church, an Introduction, part of the Short Studies in Systematic Theology series by Gregg R. Allison, published by Audiobooks. This book was originally published by Crossway and is read by Reider. Dedication. To the courageous and faithful Italian church planters, Andrea and Mackenzie, Donnie and Xenia, Elio and Nicoletta, Francesco and Claudia, Franco and Priscilla, Gianluca and Nella, Giuseppe and Rachel, Jonathan and Annette, Leonardo and Valeria, Michelle, Pippo and Enrica, Rob and Sandy, Stefano and Jennifer, you have enriched my life and ministry. Series Preface. The ancient Greek thinker Heraclitus reputedly said that the thinker has to listen to the essence of things. A series of theological studies dealing with the traditional topics that make up systematic theology needs to do just that. Accordingly, in each of these studies, a theologian addresses the essence of a doctrine. This series thus aims to present short studies in theology that are attuned to both the Christian tradition and contemporary theology in order to equip the Church to faithfully understand, love, teach, and apply what God has revealed in Scripture about a variety of topics. What may be lost in comprehensiveness can be gained through what John Calvin, in the dedicatory epistle of his commentary on Romans, called lucid brevity. Of course, a thorough study of any doctrine will be longer rather than shorter, as there are 2 millennia of confession, discussion, and debate with which to interact. As a result, a short study needs to be more selective, but deftly so. Thankfully, the contributors to this series have the ability to be brief yet accurate. The key aim is that the simpler is not to morph into the simplistic. The test is whether the topic of a short study, when further studied in depth, requires some unlearning to take place. The simple can be amplified. The simplistic needs to be corrected. As editors, we believe that the volumes in this series pass that test. While the specific focus varies, each volume, 1, introduces the doctrine, 2, sets it in context, 3, develops it from Scripture, 4, draws the various threads together, and 5, brings it to bear on the Christian life. It is our prayer, then, that this series will assist the Church to delight in her triune God by thinking His thoughts, which He has graciously revealed in His written Word, which testifies to His living Word, Jesus Christ, after Him in the powerful working of His Spirit. Graham A. Cole and Orrin R. Martin. Introduction. We know the Church. We know the Church. It's the brownish-red brick building with the white columns and a tall steeple just a few blocks down the street. It's the former Creamy Creations bakery, whose space has been converted into a meeting place and whose storefront now bears the name New Creation. The church is the small makeshift chapel, whose original galvanized iron sheets for walls have been replaced by white clapboard siding. It's the rented sheep pen on the farm to which the city dwellers travel 2 hours for its pre-dawn meetings. The church is the grand cathedral downtown, known for its architectural wonders, its beautiful stained glass windows and mosaic artwork, and its magnificent pipe organ. Or maybe the church is the few rural families that gather for Sunday morning worship and potluck dinner as they have done for many decades and generations. It's the thousands of anonymous suburban strangers who meet for 1 hour in a comfortable state-of-the-art auditorium to hear motivational talks based loosely on biblical stories. The church is 75 faithful survivors of the government's anti-religion purge, crammed into a 3-room apartment to whisper words of hope while watching warily for spies. It's the 40 people who compose the launch team,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?